Over the last few weeks, we built this 1911 Excelsior Autocycle-inspired motorized bicycle. I'll leave a link to that video in the comments below if you want to check that out. But this week, we're going to get back to the old Honda stuff and build this 125cc electric start 1972 Honda Trail 70. I recently picked up this candy apple red original bike as well as a 110cc Lifan knockoff. And considering that the shocks on the Chinese bike are super, I figured I would strip down both bikes and try to make one resto mod out of all the parts. The little street tires that came on the Lifan just weren't going to cut it, so I mounted the fattest knobbies I could find on the original Honda wheels. I've got a little sneak peek of what I'm working on for a future video in the background there. Anyone want to guess what bike and year it is in the comments below? It's kind of a shame stripping down the Lifan bike since it only has 74 miles on it, but well, we've got bigger fish to fry. Man, I wish I moved that fast in real life. I could make all kinds of videos for all y'all. My engine options right now are the 110cc manual clutch or a 125 semi-auto. Which one do you want to see in the bike? The rear fender was rusted on pretty good, so it took a little bit of persuasion to get it off. Not the fender, man. You could have used that. Now that we have the old bike tore apart, let's see if we can break the bead on these rusty old fenders. A problem I ran into on the 72 was that one of the previous owners broke the headlight mounting tabs off the fork tube covers, so I ended up having to build a set from scratch. Now, I don't have a lot of metalworking experience or tools, so I'm totally winging this off the top of my head with a hammer and vise. After I got the flanges bent on the vise, I cut a handful of slits on the curved edge of the bracket and then grabbed the block of wood that I used as a template and hammered a nice round edge on the curve. Then I spot welded my little cuts together from the inside. There, that's looking nice so far. Now I just need to drill a hole for the headlight to bolt to and do a little cleanup and body work. Whoop! Use a drill press butthead. I decided to make the tabs a bit larger than stock. Reason being is I'm putting all the bells and whistles on the handlebar controls, and I wanted to hide the extra wires and cables a bit. Everything is looking good now. Now I just have to weld the tabs to the fork tube covers. I used some long strand fiberglass body filler to cover my welds and some of the holes that were in the fork tube covers. The stuff's kind of a pain to work with, but it does a nice job of filling holes and bigger dents when you're in a pinch. And after that goop is set up and sanded smooth, I lay down a skim coat of lightweight fiberglass body filler, sand that down, and prime with epoxy primer. There, once the primer sets up, I'll sand it down and lay on some paint. Hey, if you like what you're seeing here, please subscribe to the channel and be sure to click the notification bell so you'll know when I post new videos. Or follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or my website, BigfootBikesandBrews.com for some exclusive sneak peeks of what I'm working on for future videos. I'm busy restoring a bunch of vintage bikes as well as working on some sweet custom builds that I want to share with you. I'm going to try to get a new video out the door early in the morning every week, so be sure to click that notification bell and have your phone ready in the morning so you'll have something to do while you poop. I got a nice surprise when I took the brakes apart to paint the wheels. I got no idea what caused this. I don't know, driving full-time in saltwater maybe? If anyone knows what would have caused this kind of wreckage, let me know in the comments below. I sandblasted the frame down to bare metal and really lucked out. There were no rust holes whatsoever in the thing. Just a couple of little dings I needed to fill and would be ready to sand and prime. I really got to clean my camera lens. I apologize everybody. I'll keep a better eye on it in the future. I'm laying down a couple of coats of epoxy primer on all of the bare metal, and since the bike will hopefully spend the rest of its life garaged, it should stay rust-free and pretty forever. The color I'm going with is Mopar B3 Blue you used to see on the old Chargers and Roadrunners in the late 60s. The reason I'm going with this is I'm rebuilding a pickup the same color and I want to haul the little Trail 70 in the back of it. I know it's a shame not going with the original red, but I can always break the bike down and repaint it stock color if I want. Alright, thanks again for stopping by, and thank you especially to all the new subscribers that recently joined. It's great to see all these nice new faces around here. Next week, we're going to continue putting the Trail 70 back together, so in the meantime, I'd like to ask if you could share my videos on your social media and with your friends and family. That is the #1 thing you can do right now to help me grow the channel, and if I grow the channel, I can keep making videos like this for you and take all y'all along for the ride. See you next week. Alright, I hope you liked this episode of Bigfoot Bikes and Brews. Click on one of the videos here if you want to see some more, and please click on the Bigfoot button to subscribe to the channel and join in on the fun. See you next week.